All right, we are live on the Coach Eli Television Network, YouTube, Facebook, and D Live. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me for this show tonight. This is going to be a very special episode where I'm going to be speaking directly from the heart. I'm not going to be sharing any screenshots or going to any websites and doing any critiquing and stuff like that. I'm just going to be speaking from the bottom of my heart because I am hoping to reach as many people as possible. And I'm going to be sharing, as I always do, my own personal experiences because I feel that's the best way to connect with people. Even as a coach, how can you expect people to trust you to coach them and give them advice if you're not leading by example? That is one thing that has always been very near and dear to my heart, is leading by example. Because how can you expect people to do things that you give them advice on to do if you yourself don't practice what you preach, right? That's a big thing. Practice what you preach. But before we get to all of that, let me first of all make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. Let me make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out, and it absolutely has. And let me check out the back end of YouTube and make sure it's rolling smoothly, and it is. Back end of Facebook is rolling well, and the back end of D Live seems to be rolling well. Let me just check out the front end of Facebook and D Live, and we'll be ready to go. We'll be ready to go. On and the Facebook is rolling well, and the back end of Facebook's rolling well, and D Live should be rolling well. Let's see. Well, and the back end of Facebook's rolling well. Yeah. Okay. And D Live should be rolling well. It is. Let's see. All right. And before we get to it, once again, I'd like to pay special props to my sponsor of my brand. That's none other than the great Troy Brewer. He is the CEO, founder, and owner of the Discover Community Network. I've known Troy personally and worked very closely with him for over 10 years, and he's been in business for over 15 years. And there's no one that I trust more when it comes to branding and marketing than Troy Brewer. He's very reasonably priced, and even his entry-level low-end packages will get you much further than most people's top-of-the-line package. Troy is amazing. So if you need help with your branding and marketing, if you're a YouTuber and you need a little kick to get some more exposure, or if you're a brick and mortar and you still haven't created an online presence, which I don't know why you wouldn't have done that by now, Troy can help you make that happen for a very reasonable price. So if you'd like more information about the Discover Community Network and to connect with Troy, go to www.discovercommunitynetwork.com. If you're on YouTube, you can go a third of the way down and find that link in the description. If you're on Facebook, go to the top at the search bar and type in Discover Community Network, and that'll take you to the Facebook business page of Discover Community Network, and you'll be able to find out more information there. Or if you would like for me to personally connect you with Troy, just email me at Coach Eli at coacheli@eliasmelas.com. That's Coach Eli at coach.eliasmelas.com. The link to my email, or my email, is actually listed below in the description on YouTube as well and on Facebook. Once again, Troy, thank you. Thank you very much to you and everyone else to Discover Community Network for your continued sponsorship and patronage of my brand. Lots of love from Coach Eli and the Coach Eli clan. All right. When I do a show like this, folks, I always start off by saying I'm not going to be on too terribly long, and that is the case. I did a 2.5-hour live stream earlier today, and if you missed that live stream and you need something to watch tonight, go ahead and check that out. The live stream was on emotional intelligence, and the topic was, guys, real relationships with a good woman require emotional intelligence. Now, let me start off by saying this. Well, before I get to that, let me just welcome Queen is the only one here right now on the YouTube side of things. I'll be periodically checking in on Facebook and D Live in case someone pops in over there. But let me say hello to you, Queen. The Queen is here. She says you're good. And she furthermore says, I was just starting to watch a podcast on another channel, but I moved it. That's okay, Queen. If you can't always be here, that's not a problem, Queen. That's totally up to you. I just really want you and everyone to know that people can come and go as they wish. So that's how I feel about that. But thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate you very, very much. Whenever I decide to do a show like this, it's always a show that touches me emotionally. Because as a coach, even though I feel I know what I'm talking about, and I do know what I'm talking about, and everything I've discussed, I've experienced, and whatever I discuss and teach, if you folks just apply those principles, you learn those principles, and you apply them regularly, it will tremendously change your life for the better. But just because I know what I'm talking about, and it has tremendously helped me to learn these principles for myself, it doesn't mean other people are going to buy into you right away or believe you right away. And when you market your business on the internet nowadays, especially YouTube, you have a lot of people that are trying to distract your message from reaching the right audience. And one of the primary reasons why I wanted to do this show tonight is to share with you folks how I feel when things aren't going my way. And I put in every single bit of effort into it possible. So let me read the topic and I'll continue getting further into it. The topic tonight is when things aren't going your way, you must make a decision. One more time. When things aren't going your way, you must make a decision. Queen of the Chat says, plus I did a video about Joe Biden grabbing. Okay, I'm not going to read that because it might get me demonetized. So give me a second here. Okay. I'm sorry, my phone has been going off all day. Lots of things happening. So like I was saying, when things aren't going my way, when I put in my heart and soul into it, when I truly care about what I do. For example, I truly care about helping people, and I want to help as many people as possible. Get the best possible grip on their lives so that way you folks can truly accomplish whatever it is that your heart or heart's desire. But like I said, because this is the internet, and that's where people are promoting their businesses nowadays, and there are so many people out here that are negative and that are going to distract your message from reaching the right people, it makes things very, very difficult. And when you're dealing with algorithms that are dependent on your videos reaching a certain amount of success in order for them to be recommended to a newer audience, and you have, these hateful people that continue to view your content and thumb down your content and do whatever it takes to ruin your chances from growing, I'm going to be honest with you. It does get frustrating. It really does. It gets frustrating, and it feels like no matter what you do, no matter how good you are at what you do, between your message, your video quality, your audio quality, no matter how much effort you put into something, and you do it the right way, and you're consistent like I've been very consistent doing this for years. I come out here almost each and every day to be here for you folks, and it doesn't move the needle forward. You get that feeling like things are not going your way. Now, I'm not here to complain about this. I'm not whining and complaining about this. I'm sharing with you folks how I feel, because I'm sure many of you have tried to accomplish something similar, or maybe the exact same thing. Maybe you've tried to move the needle forward on your YouTube channel, and you're encountering the same thing, and it's really making you feel horrible. It's not making you feel good. It's frustrating you. You put in so much effort, and the needle's not moving forward, no matter what you do. But you really, really love it, and you really want to make it work. And you've tried everything over and over and over and over again, consistently, all day, every day. You work on it, right? And it doesn't move the needle forward. It frustrates you, right? You feel like things are not going your way, right? When you reach that crossroad, like I've reached that crossroad, you have to make a decision. At some point, you have to make a decision whether you're going to keep moving forward, or you're going to cut your losses, if you want to call it a loss, or, you're going to, cut things off and focus on something else that might work better for you, right? Am I saying you should quit? Am I saying you should give up if you're in a similar situation as I'm in, and not keep moving forward? I'm not saying give up, but you have to decide, at what point is enough going to be enough? At what point is doing the same thing over and over again and not getting you a different result? But at what point is that going to break you? At what point is that going to, get so frustrated that you just feel like giving up and quitting? I've been at that point many times. This is not a stream about me coming out here saying I'm quitting or whatever. No, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not quitting. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm just here using this as an example. I'm using myself as an example to try to relate with many of you folks out there. There are many of you folks out there at one point or another that were a part of the Coach Eli clan, my YouTube channel, when it used to be called The Grip on Life. Now it's Coach Eli, Elias Melas. There are many of you I've known from the past on the Facebook side of things, from my in-person business networking days. There are so many people that I know out there, and I've enjoyed working with you in the past. And I'll tell you, I'll be honest, because I want you folks that are in a similar situation to understand how I feel, so you know that you feeling that same way, it's perfectly normal, right? And then we'll talk about how we can overcome this, right? On several occasions, I've offered the world to everyone. There are so many people that know about me that actually like my content and like who I am and run YouTube channels or are consumers of content, right? And I've put it out there many times where I've offered to help you folks free of charge. I've offered to help you folks collaborate. We could do live stream panels together. We could do some pre-recorded videos together. And I'm willing to help you with whatever you need behind the scenes free of charge. There's not a whole lot more I can offer. There's not a whole lot more I can offer. I'm offering pretty much everything I do free of charge, because I want there to be more and more people that use my services, or at least, experience my services even free of charge. So that way you can go out there and share your experiences with people, hopefully on how it moved you forward on the right path, because I would never, ever, ever, intentionally lead someone down the wrong path. I will always, guide someone on the best path possible based on their situation. And a lot of that has to do with you folks telling me the truth about your situation, which is hard for many people to do, because many people don't want to come out and, share their private stuff that they're, struggling with, right? But if you don't share exactly what's going on, then I can't come up with an assessment based on my past experience regarding a similar thing and suggest the right path for you. So part of allowing me to suggest the right path for you to go down, to correct anything, that you want corrected, right? If you're not accomplishing something you want to accomplish, you have to tell me exactly what's going on. And that's not easy for people. It's not easy for people to be vulnerable. But if you're not vulnerable, and if you don't just come out and own up to what you're going through, there's no way anyone can help you go down the right path. And you yourself, until you identify the situation and own it, you can't even start helping yourself go down the right path, let alone myself or any other coach or anyone else in general being able to help you. Queen Helen Casey says, YouTube has been harassing me all day. What do you mean by that, Queen? If you say YouTube's been harassing you all day, are you saying the actual company or people on YouTube? Because if it's the people on YouTube, then it's not YouTube. It's just the court of public opinion that happens to be on YouTube. Can you be more specific, please, Queen? Give me a second here. That was weird. Oh, video still monetized while we're live. That's good. It's a pretty vanilla topic. So, in life, folks, I've wanted to accomplish many things. And I still want to accomplish many things. And in order to relate to you folks, I'm going to allow myself to be vulnerable here on my own platform, live on the air, because I want you folks to understand I'm a human being too. I'm a human being that more than likely has more experience regarding these issues compared to you and the average person, but that doesn't make me any better than you. It just makes me more experienced, right? But I want to share with you folks that in life, I've wanted to accomplish many things. I've wanted to find a wonderful woman to date and hopefully get married and have a family, and that hasn't happened. And, currently, I really love being on YouTube and social media. And I've been running my business out here for 4 years. And while my business it's at a level right now based on my sponsorship that makes it sustainable, it's barely sustainable. I'm not going to lie to you folks. It's barely sustainable. But I'm able to do it because I have a great sponsor. And what a lot of people don't know is that I do some other things for my sponsor as well. We've been working together for quite some time. But as far as my actual YouTube channel and my business, that's been kind of hot and cold. And it honestly does get a little frustrating, and it does hurt. I'm not going to lie, because I really love what I do and I want to help as many people as possible. I say this because I know many of you, like I said earlier, have hit this crossroad as well. I'm hoping that by me being vulnerable with you here live on the air will get you to finally reach out and say, hey, Eli, why don't we do something together? Why don't we collaborate on something? I really want to work with as many people as possible. And for those of you, like I mentioned, I did a stream similar to this last week, inviting people to reach out. You know how many people reached out? 0. None of you reached out. And I know many of you saw this, right? I know a lot of people that still watch me are the people that don't like me, right? But there are some other people that do like me. And if you do like my message, why don't you reach out to me? And let's work together on something. And I'm not going to charge you for it at all. I want us to collaborate. I want us to, start to, work on things together, and together everyone accomplishes more. Queen says, I've been getting emails from them saying they've been putting some of my videos on age restriction, like I don't know that. Well, they had to send you that, Queen. And again, with no disrespect, with all due respect, Queen, you have some very controversial content. Some of it is going to be age restricted. Some of it's going to be removed. Some of it's just going to be normal. I mean, those are the dice you roll when you create the type of content you create. When you create edgy content, but you know that, Queen. We don't have to get into that. I mean, you know that. But hey, I'm sorry that you're going through that. I'm sorry that you're going through that. So again, I'm coming out here and allowing myself to be vulnerable. And I have no shame in coming out here and being vulnerable. I have no shame in anything I've done in the past, or even, in the present. I don't. It wasn't always like that for me. I used to have lots of shame. I used to be ashamed of myself when I would do things in my younger days and fail. Now, when I do things and fail, which is what I'm trying to say now, current day, I can share those stories with you, folks, and help you by sharing with you what not to do in a similar situation, so that way you don't make the same mistakes I made. I really enjoy that. I really enjoy helping people learn and get ahead quicker than I did in life by sharing my mistakes, so you don't make the same mistakes. And again, you move forward much quicker. It doesn't mean you're going to move forward instantly. It just means that you're going to make fewer mistakes, which will move you ahead quicker than at least, it did for me. Specialized Cycling Club. Hey, Coach. Good to see you live again, brother. Hi, Queen and all. I see you've been hanging around with the drama people, bro. It's all good, bro. I mean, I know you like a little bit of everything, and that's all good. That's all good. But, yeah, I know the drama content is a lot more entertaining probably than my content. I get it. But what do people get out of that? That's another thing I want to talk about here. I just want to put it out there. And I don't want to criticize anyone or tell anyone how to spend their money, but I'm going to share my honest thoughts from the heart. I've seen people out there that donate lots of money to these drama channels for creating hateful and inappropriate content. And they donate lots of money. I'm talking about $50, $100 or more, right? And I'm not complaining that they're not donating as much to me. Some of these people donate to me as well, but they'll throw down $2 or $5 or $10. And it's not, the point I'm trying to make is not about the money. The point I'm trying to make is how can you value content that is hateful and hurts other people? Yet you can come over to my end and throw me some money because you value positive content, but you throw me less money, right? And the thing is this, I don't care if you throw me money or not. And I'm not talking about any one or two people in particular. I'm saying in general. Like the topic states, when things aren't going your way, you must make a decision, right? Whether you move forward or not. I'm moving forward. You may not want to move forward. Maybe you've exhausted all of your resources. Maybe you're not in the position I'm in to continue running my business because you don't have the sponsor I have or the resources I have to keep it going. And it's not cheap to keep something like this going, right? But I have to ask you folks, and there are many of you that still watch me, 19 of you right now. Most of you are drama people because you're not chatting here, right? Because you still want to watch my content, okay? And some of you donate lots of money to the drama content. What value do you get? Or how good does it make you feel to donate lots of money to people that are hurting other people or attacking other people? And then, like I said, some of you will also donate to me, a positive channel that helps uplift people, but you donate like 1/10 of the amount to me than the drama people. I'm just curious to know why, right? I'm not getting triggered and upset. I'm just sharing how I feel so other people that are dealing with things or are doing things that they want to accomplish, and when they try to do it the right way and give it the best they've got, and they're consistent at it, and things aren't going their way or the way it should be going, I want these people to know that I understand how they feel, and I can help these people, and together we can help each other, right? I guess the thing that that really gets to me the most is that, I look at my back end, and even as of yesterday, if you go to the back end of your YouTube, it shows you the top 15 channels that people watch that are also watching your content or subscribe to you, right? The top 15 channels. And you want to know what those top 15 channels are? They're all those former drama channels. You know why? Because those people keep watching my content. They keep watching me for some reason. And that affects me from reaching a different market. And I have to ask those people, hey, if you want to watch me, that's no problem. But why not reach out to me, send me an email, and let me know, hey, why do you keep watching me? And would you like to work together? Would you like to, patch things up? Because if you don't like my content and you don't want to work with me, why do you still watch me? Do you watch me on purpose because by watching me, it affects me from reaching a new audience on YouTube? Are you folks purposefully watching me because you want me to have no chance of ever growing past your audience? Are those the kind of people you are? Anyway, um, we're at 30 minutes, folks. I wasn't going to take a break, but I am going to take a break, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to go for a bit further deeper into this than I had planned when I return. Because I really want to make some headway once and for all here tonight. Because, look, any which way you look at it, love me or hate me, I work hard at this every day. I've invested a lot of money into this. And I want to take this somewhere. And there are a bunch of people out here, even though they don't talk about me, they're still doing things that affect me from growing. So in order to be able to work past that, I need the help from other people, and I want to help you, and I'm willing to do it free of charge. Are you folks willing to help me? People from the past that actually like me, that used to be a part of my network, but no longer are because they were scared away by some of these crazy people I've been talking about, right? Well, it's nothing to worry about anymore because we don't talk about them. We don't deal with them. They don't talk about us, but they still watch us because they have nothing better to do, I guess. And like I said, these people have so much hatred within them that they'll do whatever it takes to try to stunt someone else's growth out of jealousy, right? See, no matter how much I can't stand someone, I would never get in the way of them trying to move something forward and grow. Even the drama people. I don't agree with what they're doing, but I'm not trying to stop them. And could I do some things if I really wanted to make it more difficult for them? Absolutely. But I've let it go, right? I'm just wondering why these people can't let it go so I can do my thing. Because I'm going to be honest with you folks. I'm telling you the truth. I'm doing everything right to move my business forward, to optimize my YouTube channel. I'm doing everything right. And then Eagle's not moving forward. And it's not my content because many other people create similar content as I do. And they get lots of views and subscribers. But why? Because they don't have these same people that are doing whatever they can to try to, stop or stunt my growth. I'm going to step away and take a break and come back and share a little bit more about this. And again, I'm not here to rant or cry or whine. I'm here to put it out there. I love what I do. I'm going to fight to make this work. I'm going to keep trying to reach people. I'm going to keep trying to get people to start coming back that I know want to be here, that I know really want to grow as well, and that know together we can make it happen. But instead of just talking about it, be about it. Like I did a stream on that a few weeks ago. Don't talk about it, be about it, right? I'll share more about that when I get back from the break. Give me a second here, folks. Looks like Specialized shared a message and he's gone. Thanks for stopping by, dude. All right, let me cue up some music here. Give me a second here. Let's see. Let's see here. All right, need a couple more. do. All right. All right, folks, music is all queued up. I'm going to step away for a quick break, and we'll get right back to it when I return. So stick around. We'll be right Ethan Mixel Double Helix is coming up. You know what, 810? I'm doing this one for you, bro. I know you wanted to hear this. Tell me that you wanted to hear Ethan Mixel Double Helix. Yeah. Very, very high quality, right? 810 Specialized Cycling Club. Yeah. I miss those days, man. We were rocking and rolling back then. That's what I want to get back. I want us to rock and roll like we used to for my former channel. I can hear Specialized Cycling Club, a.k.a. Sicily 810, saying, settle down, coach. You've got a show to run. Settle down, coach. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm settled down. Definitely settled down now. Yes. All right. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on the Coach Eli Television Network. We're primarily broadcasting live on YouTube and also simulcasting live on Facebook and D Live. Glad you could all join me here tonight. Tonight we're discussing when things aren't going your way, you must make a decision. One more time. When things aren't going your way, you must make a decision. And we'll get right back to that in a second. But first, let's finish up some Ethan Mixel Double Helix. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Yeah. Da 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 da. Yeah. Hoo-wee, sexy, right? Yeah. I gotta say, I'm at a loss for words. You know, it's been interesting, folks. I was scouring around YouTube today, and I was checking in on some creators that I haven't checked in on in a while, and even some people from the past, from some of the former groups I used to be involved with that I don't want to be involved with. And I will say this, despite what some other people think about me, good, bad, or indifferent, or whether they, were just playing around and using me for content, for entertainment, I see many people getting back on track, at least with their health. There's one particular creator, and sir, I know you probably watch every now and then. I don't really watch much of your stuff, but I did catch part of your show earlier today. I guess apparently your internet had gone out and you were only able to upload at 2 megabits. Sir, that's pretty damn slow. I mean, right now I'm broadcasting to 3 different platforms and using a total of 70 megabits to do it amongst all 3. And that's still not even 1/10 of my upload capability. Not trying to show off my fiber line, sir, but I get it. Sometimes things happen. But the reason why I tuned in for a little bit is because, this person was talking about his health. And he has lost some weight. And, despite what's happened, and there have been a lot of crazy things that happened, a lot of crazy things this guy has done to me. We've all done to each other over the years. I can say I'm pretty proud that he's getting himself back to a healthy weight level, and he's taking his health very seriously at 40 years old. Queen Helen Kate said, I had to turn the volume all the way down so I don't have to hear it. Well, that's great, Queen. That's great. But I will say that is something that I'm pretty proud of. I am the kind of person that, despite my past experiences or thoughts about other people, I care about everyone in general. And I'm happy to see even people that aren't too fond of me, and maybe technically I'm not too fond of myself, I'm happy to see them taking care of themselves and, getting to a much healthier state. Well, Paul Simmons, who are you? I don't want to have Queen ban you, but he said, got here in perfect time for the double helix, brother. I missed those days. Well, you waited 20 minutes to subscribe to be able to chat, because that's how I have my channel set now. Paul Simmons, you mind sharing who you are? And just be honest, bro. And, if you're even the PM's vlogs or whatever that channel is, that's fine. You can stay, bro. I did hear you say one kind thing to me after all this time, saying that you have a lot more respect for me than a couple other creators I won't mention, and I appreciate that, brother. I'm actually not a bad guy. I actually care about the people, and I always have. It's just that, couple of creators had more experience than me on this platform, and they learned how to instigate and create drama and get people to attack each other and make content out of it, and it just destroyed. Oh, you're Blue Ball Brandon. Welcome back, Blue Ball Brandon. Paul Simmons. Let's just say an old friend of Cycling Club. That's cool, bro. That's great. That's wonderful. That's nice to hear. Well, you can stick around if you're cool, bro. It's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. But anyway, so I was thinking during the break, and I'm just going to come out and be honest with you folks about some things, about where I'm at on this channel and what I need from you folks in order to keep it moving forward. I'm gonna put it out there. And quite frankly, I really don't care what the wrong people think. I really don't care if the wrong people or the trolls and the haters say that I'm begging for money or I'm begging for support. No, I'm not begging for support. I'm asking for it, and I'm being honest about it. And I'm saying that this is not going to be sustainable without support. I don't come on here anymore, but did join just in time to hear you hit us with the helix. That's great, bro. I'm glad that you like the helix. That's great. That's wonderful. But I'm going to tell you folks where I'm at, because the last 2 months, last month and a half or so at least, my revenue has gone down on this channel. My sponsorship is fine, and due to my sponsorship, I am able to to take care of things, and I'm able to pay my bills and basically break even, right? But my additional revenue, donations, super chats, PayPals, Cash Apps, memberships and all that, ad revenue, my views have gone down. A lot of that has gone down. And I'm just being honest with you folks that I'm reaching out and asking for your support if you care about this message. I'm keeping it real with you. It's not going to be sustainable forever if I continue to have months like I've had for the past month and a half. having a sponsorship and breaking even, and sometimes when, somebody purchases a package from my sponsor, I get a commission off of that. Sometimes that does help bring in some extra revenue, but it's not consistent. And everyone knows when you have a message and you do this full time and you do this to try to help people, and you put in all this effort, that it's just not sustainable unless it's supported. And so I'm putting it out there to you folks out there that genuinely care about what I do and would like to see this move forward, and you have the resources to support. I would greatly appreciate your support. I'm being real with you. I'm not sitting here e-begging or trying to push people to do this. I'm just saying that's where it's at. And the thing, this is to the good people out there that are able to support and just haven't, right? This is where I'm at. Let me share with you folks where I'm at. I come out here every day and I create good content. I put a lot of thought into it in high quality, and I engage my chat. I answer questions. I talk about topics that are very important and they're very helpful, but my message is not reaching enough of the audience. And this is the reason why. The reason why is because the audience that doesn't like me is still flooding my channel. They're still subscribed to my channel. They're watching all my streams. There's 17 people here right now, and I can tell you about 14 to 15 of them are people that don't care for this content. Queen, let that person stay. Queen, Queen, just for the time being, Queen, for the time being, I'm going to unban example purposes. Because I think I know who that is. Let me unban them. Yeah, Paul Simmons. That's a question. I'm not gonna answer trolling questions, but I will answer questions that may be semi-trolling and make sense. Example purposes. I love the drama, coach. I'm addicted. Am I a bad person? I wouldn't necessarily say you're a bad person. Example purposes. Queen, if they get out of line, we'll ban them. I want to talk about this. This is the show. I want to talk about this. And then if we have to ban them, Queen, we will. So example purposes, I've temporarily unhidden you so you can chat. But why are you addicted to the drama? What is it about the drama that fuels your fire? Let's have a conversation about this. Let's talk about it. I'm curious to know. How is it moving you forward in life? Right? Is it making you money? Probably not. Unless you're one of a few creators that do the drama thing and have done it for a while and have found a way to make money and are sponsored by a sponsor to create drama content. No, she does. Specialized Cycling Club. Queen Helen Casey swings a mighty troll hammer. She does a great job, and she rightfully banned that person. And normally I'd keep him banned, but because we're talking about this right now, I do want to hear what they have to say. Because, that's where I'm at. I'm at the point right now where, well, that's fine. Example purposes. If you want to ask some reasonable questions and have an idea who you are, go ahead and ask your reasonable questions. But tell me, what do you love about the drama? Why are you addicted? What is it getting you? Is it making you feel better about yourself for some reason, one reason or another? I mean, I can respect your answer. Maybe you're trolling, maybe you're not. I think you're trying to troll, but I think you're being honest. you love the drama and you're addicted. Are you a bad person? Not necessarily so. I don't think anybody really is a bad person. I just think some people get sucked into drama because they feel that trying to create something else is going to be more difficult to get attention than just creating drama and whining and complaining and stirring up the pot, right? I'm trying to help people get away from drama and create greatness, right? I myself don't want to be a part of the drama. I never wanted to be a part of it. But the problem is this: I've stepped away from it and it's still affecting me. Even though I don't talk about these people or they don't talk about me, they're still watching my stuff. They're still thumbing me down. They're still engaging. So YouTube thinks that's my audience, right? Paul Simmons, Coach, you need to try the Costco margarita mix. No BS. You won't regret it. Kirkland brand, also their coffee is made by Starbucks. I just found out. No wonder you're addicted. Yes, I do believe the Colombian Supremo is made by Starbucks, the Kirkland brand. Example purposes, I've been unemployed and feeling down, but then I see these people who are worse off than me. I feel better afterwards. Well, example purposes, do I actually know who you are? So you're unemployed and you're feeling down. So are you out here on YouTube running a drama channel and making money doing that, some money? Or are you basically just hanging around the drama people because all of them feel down about themselves regarding one aspect or another and you can relate to them, right? I mean, look, I'm not trying to be rude, man. I'm just being honest here. I'm like, does it make you feel better? I'm curious to learn why people support drama groups, not just financially, but just being there at all. I want to know what you get out of that. What does it do for you? And I'm not being rude, not a trolling question, an honest question. Queen, I'll give you the honors when it's time, but so far, I mean, example purposes hasn't said anything that's really ban-worthy. I just hang around. I don't have a channel. Do these people know who you are? Are you there under a different name? Because example purposes is my phrase, and you created that name to troll me. So I can understand that. And, again, I have a feeling I know who you are. And it doesn't matter. If it's you, bro, it doesn't matter. But again, folks, all I'm saying is this. I love doing what I do. And I'm asking for your support. I typically don't do that. But I'm at the point right now where I've just invested a lot of money back into my business. A lot of the money that I made over the last several months, I had some really good months. And I spent a lot of that money on this new laptop, this new camera to take this to the next level. And then all of a sudden, after that, the revenue started to drop. I'm there in Discord. Okay. Well, if you're in their Discord, they won't let you in unless they know who you are. So it's all good. Coach, like it or not, the Jerry Springer, Mari, Steve Wilkos model works. Not sure why, however, but it works and pays. People tune into those shows for years. Yeah, I watched this other channel called Better Bachelor by a guy named Joker. I've talked about him before. I did a reaction video to him a few weeks back. He did a video recently and he's like, I want to talk about these certain topics, he says. He has I think close to 400K subs now. He goes, I want to talk about these certain topics, but some of these topics here, you guys, think they're too boring, and I only get like 40,000 views. And then I talk about some other stuff that's a little more spicy, meaning that they're dramatic, right? And I get 200,000 views, right? So even he's saying the same thing. So it's just very interesting to what people respond to. And quite frankly, I don't want to be a drama channel. I'm not a drama channel. I feel there are better ways that people can get what they want in life. There are better ways people can feel better about themselves than, being invested in endless nonsensical drama and sulking in their misery with other like-minded people that are sulking in their own misery. It's pretty pathetic. Specialized cycling club. Look, you're not a drama guy. You have a good life. You have a good family. You got some great kids. Yeah, you went through divorce, but now you're going out there, you're dating, and you'll find a good woman, right? You're in a good place, and you live a drama-free life. But you love watching drama. And I don't get that. Like, I don't understand how even a guy like you that has his shit together, makes good money, is a good family man, is a good father to his kids. You are a good husband to your wife, even though we heard the story and you had to leave her. You made the right choice, the right decision. And now you're out there, you're dating, you've lost some weight, you're taking care of yourself, but you love drama. Coach, you would be an amazing show host where you bring people onto the panel and moderating their life grievances. The problem with that, Paul Simmons, is BBB, Blue Ball Brandon, is this. I'd love to do that, but on a monetized channel, those videos would either get demonetized or they would get removed. See, what you folks don't understand is this. If you want to make money through ad revenue on YouTube and have a monetized channel, you can't bring people on that are going to say the things that are being said in these other drama channels, because they're going to eventually get shut down, right? If you're going to do something like that, you have to do it on a non-monetized channel, and then you have to also be crowdfunded, right? And at the same time, my sponsor would not sponsor that content. My sponsor is only sponsoring positive content because not only are we targeting the YouTube market, we target the Facebook market with my 4,200 plus Facebook friends that know my sponsor and that use his services, and me doing these streams and mentioning the sponsorship gets him business. So you folks have to understand and take things into consideration. Just like on YouTube, why some videos get the yellow icon and they're not advertiser friendly and others are. Like, some sponsors don't want to sponsor certain content. My sponsor would not sponsor that content. And if I lost his sponsorship now, then I would go and do something else. I cannot risk losing my sponsorship. Example purposes, better bachelor gets hundreds of thousands of views and lives in a school bus. He's not the right example for men to follow. You want to know something? I agree with you. I agree with you, example purposes. And here's the thing. And this is, listen, this is not a jealousy thing, and this is just my thoughts. You have a guy like Better Bachelor, right? Him and I are about the same age, right? I think he may be a little bit younger than me, a few years younger than me. I think he's like 45. I'm 47, right? He has a shaved head too. He's like 5'6". He's like 5'6", and he's typically a skinny guy. He said he's put on a few pounds lately. Huh. Give me a second here. I'm getting a lot of messages. Yeah, he's like 5'6". He's a pretty skinny guy, but he's gained a little bit of weight. And with no disrespect, he's not the most attractive guy, right? but he has over 300, almost 400K subscribers, right? And he talks about similar things I talk about, right? And so here's the thing. I'm in better shape. I'm a decent looking guy. I'm not saying I'm all that. I'm putting it out there. And it makes me wonder how some people get their success when, humbly speaking, I have a lot more to offer. I take better care of myself. Okay. And as far, or as much as I don't want to say this, if you're a decent looking man or woman on a camera, people are going to watch you more. Like, with no disrespect, I feel I'm a better looking guy than Better Bachelor. No disrespect. I don't hate the guy. I'm just saying, like, I'm a more attractive person than he is. I feel I'm a better speaker than he is. My videos are better quality than his. But he has way more subscribers, right? They take risk. Well, actually, they don't. He censors himself all the time on that channel. He won't say certain things. Like these guys that are doing MGTOW content, the manosphere content, like Better Bachelor, what these guys do is they don't even say the word sex. They say the S word, right? And they don't even realize what's getting people shut down. It's not about what you say. It's how you say it. It's the context that you say it in, right? If you're not attacking someone directly or being racist or something like that, if you're just saying a word, for example, purposes, in the right context, they're not going to remove your video and they're not going to demonetize you. But no, he's very cautious. And now he's been basically trying to get people to his betterbachelors.local.net or whatever it is, right? Because he's unhappy that, I guess, YouTube is changing some rules, or Google is changing some rules where they're going to silence more content or something. I think it's all a BS game. I think he's just trying to make more money doing it. Like, I don't know if you guys have watched him lately, but he's just become really inauthentic. And initially, he seemed to be more authentic, but now even he's become inauthentic, and it seems like he's trying to do whatever he can to make extra money. I'm sure Paul Simmons would agree you are way more attractive of a man than Better Bachelor, a.k.a. Joker. Humbly speaking, bro, I'll say that myself. All right? That's what I don't get, right? A lot of these guys don't even show their face, and they get more viewers and subscribers than I do. I don't understand that. And I think what the main reason is Specialized Cycling Club is because this whole drama group keeps watching me, and YouTube keeps recommending my stuff to them. And because they're not watching me long enough or thumbing me up, they're giving me negative engagement. So it kills my video from being recommended to other audiences on YouTube. These other channels, they don't have this. They have haters, but they're not like the haters I've had that have conglomerated in one Discord group or two Discord groups, and they mass attack my channel every day, even though I don't talk about them anymore, right? This is the kind of stuff you're dealing with out here. Folks, I'm being honest with you. I'm not lying. I'm being honest with you here tonight. I wanted to talk about this. I'm not complaining. I'm just keeping it real. Why do you think his channel grew so fast, Coach, for example purposes? Why? Well, number one, he talked about manosphere stuff, and he catered his content all to men. You see, I don't cater my content just to men. I cater my content to men and women. Because unlike those other guys in the manosphere, I don't hate women. In general, I don't hate anybody, including women. Now, do I dislike many women because of the way they're doing things nowadays and taking advantage of the system? Yes. Do I dislike many men because of how they're behaving? Yes. But in general, I don't hate anyone. And I cater my content to both men and women because I want to help everybody, right? But these people are primarily focusing on the MGTOW content. And what they're doing is they're leveraging the teenage guys, the 20-year-olds and the 30-year-olds that have no experience. And they're basically catering their content in a negative way towards women. These people say nothing positive about women. Like, I don't kick women down. Do I talk about the things that I feel women are doing wrong and taking advantage of? Yes. But I also share my content in a positive way. And I don't try to take advantage of a very vulnerable audience and continue to make content that primarily bashes women just to keep these guys around and then give them the wrong idea. You guys tell me in the chat, do you feel that these young guys in their late teens, 20s, and early 30s that desperately need help on how to approach and be around and date modern day women, do you feel these guys are getting the right information from these MGTOW people, manosphere people, however you want to say it, like Joker, Better Bachelor, or some of these other guys? You have these other channels that are run by guys in their early 20s talking about female nature and talking about, this content like they're 40 years old when they're in their early 20s. These guys have zero experience, but they're running these channels, right? And they're getting lots of subscribers. And quite frankly, I think they're more so hurting these guys than helping them. There's nothing new. They just love silencing conservatives. Queen, that's not true. That's how it appears, Queen, but it's not. They'll silence anybody that creates that Queen, listen, I'm not conservative, but if I did the same content you did, I'd be silenced too. I mean, Queen, let's be real about that. It has to do with controversial content, no matter who makes it. It's just, Queen, here's the truth. The truth of the matter is conservative content creators are more prone to take risks. They're basically, conservative content creators tend to take more risks creating that content than liberal content creators. I'll give you that. That's why it appears like the conservative channels are being, that's why it appears like conservatives are being silenced. It's not the conservatives, it's that type of content that conservatives more so typically like to take chances and create. Whereas the liberals, we're like, okay, we'd like to talk about this, but if we do talk about this, we risk being removed. It's not worth it after I've done everything I had to do to get my channel to where it's at. I don't want to get demonetized. You know that, Queen. Queen, listen. Queen, there are things behind the scenes that you, myself, and the other moderators talk about, right? We talk about all this stuff that if I talked about the stuff on my channel, Queen, that we talk about behind the scenes with the other mods on those private conference calls, I'd be shut down too, Queen. I would. Queen, you know I can talk, right? And Queen, I have some pretty controversial opinions that I don't share publicly for those reasons. Conservatives were censored on YouTube just for saying they believed the election was stolen, because the election was not stolen, dude. The truth of the matter is there was no proof of widespread voter fraud. There are other people saying that the virus doesn't exist when it does. You even had that guy I was talking about earlier, that news reporting 40-year-old content creator that I caught part of his stream earlier today. He didn't believe the virus was real till he got it many times. Well, Queen, I'm not going to mention that, but I agree. I don't tolerate that either. And I don't tolerate things that Governor Cuomo, that Andrew Cuomo does. That guy needs to go. But that's the thing we're dealing with, folks. With these other content creators these content creators like Joker, Better Bachelor, and some of the other MGTOW Manosphere content creators, they're catering their content to other angry and bitter men. Joker, Better Bachelor, and these other guys doing that content, these are guys that are angry and bitter, and they're incels. They can't get women. Bedtime, catch you in a few months. Hit us one last time with the double helix for old time's sake. Well, all right, Simmons. Simmons, you want a little double helix? Here you go. You want it one more time on your exit, man? Yeah. You like that, bro? Listen, I'm a reasonable guy, man. Just enjoy it, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just gonna enjoy it for a second here, all right? All right, we're going to fade that out. I'm going to start wrapping this up real soon. So, folks, we've been discussing when things aren't going your way, you must make a decision. I'm going to continue moving forward. The point of this show was not for me to come out here and say my decision is to not do this anymore. My point was to come out here and relate to you folks that are going through something similar. You've been putting in a lot of time and effort into trying to accomplish something, and no matter what you do, it's not moving the needle forward. Okay? And so, I've shared some examples of things that I've done that didn't move the needle forward. And some things in the past, I basically made a decision to move past them. Other things, I've continued moving forward. This thing right here, this is my business. This is my brand. This is what I enjoy doing. This is my purpose. And this is something that I do not ever want to give up on. I don't. And that's why I'm here fighting for it. And that's why I'm here putting it out there and being the real me and showing you folks that, hey, I love doing this and I love helping people, and I've helped many, many people. But I can't sustain this forever if it's not supported. And I'm coming out here today again and saying, I need your support. I'm asking for your support. I typically don't like to do this, but it's gotten to the point of where this is what most people do. If you don't ask for support, you're never going to get it, right? Also, if you ask for support at the wrong time in the wrong way, then you come off as desperate. I'm not being desperate here. I'm saying, look, I enjoy what I do and I want to continue doing it, right? But it's not going to be sustainable after a certain point. Let's say by the end of the year, if there aren't more people supporting this channel and this message through crowdfunding, then I'm going to have to do something else at that point, because I'm not going to keep spinning my wheels, when it's not, moving the needle forward. Just because I'm making enough money through my sponsorship and some commissions and through other things to pay my bills and save a little, that's not enough. That's not enough. That's not going to sustain it. It's not going to be sustainable for long term. Yes, I can run it that way for a while. But breaking even or just making a little bit more than even, you can't live the rest of your life like that. You need to put money away. You need to have some more savings and stuff like that. And you need to have money to reinvest back into the business, just like I did. Like honestly, with the money I made the first half of this year, which I did quite well through ad revenue and super chats and crowdfunding and all that, I reinvested that back into the business. I told people that, and I did. And you can tell I've got new equipment right now, right? But it's not going to be sustainable long term to move forward unless the support comes back and more support comes in. I'm asking you folks for your support. I'm not begging for it. I'm asking for it. For the people out there that don't like me, you want to call me a beggar, I could care less. You want to talk smack about me, I could care less. For the people that really care about this message and know that I'm really out here to help people, you can do your part. For the people out there that are donating hundreds and thousands of dollars to drama channels constantly, monthly, but truly have a heart, I want you to think about what you're sponsoring and what you're not sponsoring. And does that really sit well with you deep within your heart? So again, the thing that really gets to me, so many people sponsor drama channels with lots of money. And they're good people, and I know a lot of these people. Yet when it comes to my channel, sometimes they'll throw a donation, which is appreciated, but it's nowhere near the level of the drama. And a lot of these people that are donating to the drama channels really aren't drama people. And they're still donating. I'm not trying to tell people how to spend their money, but it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. Can I make a suggestion for your channel, Coach? You sure can. Example purposes. What would you like? Specialized Cycling Club. Coach, I couldn't imagine being 20 and being MGTOW. Never beating cheeks. Never turbo-tonguing. These young men are doomed. They should focus on hiking, bettering themselves, and enjoying women. Well, men in their 20s should just have fun and not, men in their 20s, women don't even want to get with them that are their age because they're getting with the older guys because they want more mature guys. And a lot of these younger women are going to college and they're more career focused than relationship focused or marriage focused, right? So what these women are doing is they're hanging out, they're hooking up with the Chad and Tyrones and doing that, and they're not settling down. And the guys their age, they're not giving the time of day to, maybe some of them, but typically like these younger guys nowadays are hooking up with women in their 30s. That's why you're seeing like a 30-year-old go for a 21-year-old or a 22 or 23-year-old, right? That happens. I miss when you used to say it isn't right. Isn't that right, baby? That's right. How about you get Millennial Monkey or Baby Z to say that's right? Dude, those days are long gone. That's in the past, man. And if things were different back then, if Dana and I were still together, and the shit that happened back then with these other people that attacked us didn't happen, her and I could have created something amazing. But now we'll never know. We'll never know because partially it was my fault. Maybe primarily because I let these people get to me, but at the same time, I didn't have the experience on how to handle these trolls and haters that I handle them now. Queen's on the lookout for trolls. So, hey, dude, I get it, bro. You want to be entertained, and that's fine. And, if you coming out here tonight, reminiscing a few things about the past, that's great. Listen, guys, I'm going to wrap up by saying this. Many people have told me, Eli, you're an entertaining guy. You should do more of a Jerry Springer type of thing, and you should do more of a Maury Povich or something like that. Am I capable of doing it? Sure. Am I capable of talking shit? Sure. That's not me. I care about people. I want to help people get what they want. I want to help people eliminate drama from their life and enjoy life in the way it was meant to be. It's one thing to come out on YouTube every now and then and watch some videos and streams. It's another thing to come on YouTube every day seeking the next drama stream because you have nothing better to do. And you want to sulk in your misery with other like-minded people that are sulking in their misery. How How fun is that? Seriously, how fun is that? It's not fun at all. But anyway, folks, like I said, I'm going to get on out of here. I really would appreciate anyone's support that's able to support this channel in any way, shape, or form. My Cash App is in the chat, and so is my PayPal. I'm sharing, the links are shared every 10 minutes. If you're watching on the replay, you can go in the chat and wait for Nightbot to pop up with the links, or you can go below the description on the Facebook side of things. On the YouTube side of things. And my Cash App and PayPal is there. If you're on Facebook, I've shared the Cash App and PayPal links in the description of the live stream and the live stream replay. And if you're on DLive, just come over to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. I've shared the link in the DLive chat, youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. And you can find the information there in the description center, or section description center. I'm sorry, I'm a little tired, folks. All right, folks. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you Thank you to Queen Helen Casey. Thank you to Specialized Cycling Club, A Sicily 810, Example Purposes, and Paul Simmons, a.k.a. Blue Ball, Brandon, and anyone else that I missed. With that being said, have yourselves a great night. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye. Bye.